Alright everyone, welcome back. Cyberpunk Holiday here. I'm trying out some new things in this video. First off, I'm using my phone as a camera instead of my shitty fisheye lens camera that I usually use. We're gonna see how that turns out. I'm thinking it's gonna be better. Also, these placemats are just like holders for right now. I'm gonna go and change the whole channel in that I'm going to get a better camera, like a 4K one. I'm going to get a different setup, everything. It's going to take a couple months, but it's going to happen. Anyway, what we're here for today is the actual remake of the Batman Nightfall versus Bane fight. And this was done by Ryan Alves. I'm not sure on the name. Adults only, because there is some adult content in this. But this is probably one of the most hilarious remakes I've ever seen, in a good way. And not only is it hilarious, but it's got some really cool art, outlaw comic, fan made. You're gonna love it. We'll get right into it. Alright, so a couple things here on the art. First off, the cover is taken from Nightfall 18. And as you can see, they're very similar. This one's a little bit more, colorful, I would say. This one right here, the original, I actually did a parody cover of it myself. Not a parody. Well, I just did my own version of it with the Tim Burton Batman and kind of like this scarecrow. I'll put a picture here. And so there's going to be a lot of this derived from this comic book that it's actually taking from things of the past. And another great example of that would be on the inside here. So if people don't know, Batman 497 is where this all happens. It takes place in the original Nightfall, number 11, the breaking of the Batman you thought it could never happen. I have my original copy here, still in pretty damn good condition, where Bane finds Batman, kicks his ass, breaks his back, and you'll see a lot of things from this comic, like the penny falling on him, and just Batman recalling all the fights he had to do up to that point, draining himself and his body until Bane finally, breaks his back. We've all read this if you're a comic book fan. If you haven't, then interesting. But right here, you'll see the villains breaking out, which is what starts all this, the breaking point. And that comes in Batman 491, where they all come right out of Arkham Asylum, break loose because of Bane. Bane lets them all loose. This is just in case you're not familiar with Batman Nightfall. I think most people are, because it's probably one of the biggest selling Batman comics of all time. But this fan-made comic, Ryan explains right here how he basically just didn't feel like the 497 that he got as a kid was, it didn't live up to what he expected it to be. And I'm interested in that because, yes, it does kind of seem like Batman's back really isn't getting broken there. It's more like Bane's just setting him down and stretching him out a little bit, like a wrestling match almost. So I kind of get what he's saying. And then this right here, this just really kind of gets you into the style of the art, which to me, this art is fucking beautiful. Brian, if I complain about anything, It's not really complaints. It's just me saying, hey, I think you should have done, like, maybe just add a little of this, a little of that, a little glitz here. But overall, beautiful art. I love Ryan's art in this. One of my favorite issues of Nightfall. But one thing you'll notice in this, it's fucking hilarious, is that Bane is erect the whole fight because he's kind of getting off on this. And the art here, like the faces especially, kind of remind me of Shaky Kane's art. Just like a more, I don't know how to put it, like a Beavis and Butthead style, but not. Yeah, he says, and now I am here to destroy you. And he gets pretty happy about that. So all this death, all the wasted lives and suffering, it's been nothing but what? A contest? A contest implies the potential for failure, and failure I will not. This is a conquest. That teach you a lesson. That's right, a lesson in justice, which does not happen at all. This cracked me the hell up. This one specifically. Because it looks like a cartoon where, like a cartoon where they stretch the neck out and all the fat like goes to the top of the head. This is what that looks like, and it reminds me of like an old Looney Tunes cartoon, and I just cracked the hell up at some of this. That especially. Another thing, and this is what I would have added to this comic book, even though this is all brilliant, it's all great to see Batman get his ass handed to him from Bane. Bane's ballsack. Is when he hits the clock here, I kind of just wish there was a, sound effect, like a cuckoo or something, just to throw in how ridiculous this whole fight becomes in this comic book for many reasons. And it's just something I would have added, but I was having an absolute blast reading this, already laughing my ass off, because it's not exactly, I did not expect this, and I don't think anyone would. But as we move along here, you see Batman get fucking brutally ass kicked, and this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love all of this. Batman tries to hit him in the stomach. It's just like, no, you're too weak. Bane kind of explains his plan here for Gotham. There's the penny, like I showed you in 497. The original falls on him, still getting his ass kicked. Robin's coming, Alfred's freaking out. A lot's going on here. Just slamming him into the car. Whack with a fucking stalactite or whatever they're called from the cave. Just like manhandling him around like a golf club ball. It is nearly over. Robin. Dirt. This is great. I wish I had this on my wall like the original art. Please, Master Bruce, trouble. Al, what time is it? Oh shit, hang on, I'm coming. Like Robin's gonna do anything. More. Breaks his arm, breaks his leg. Like a Dragon Ball Z punch into the chest. Just Batman getting his ass kicked. Go to hell, defiant to the last. Instead, I will simply break you. And there it is, man. There it is. That's the actual breaking of the Batman. It looks like he's falling in fucking half. And if you compare that to the original, you know, you're thinking, yeah, a little bit of an improvement by a little stretch of the imagination. So, I mean, as soon as I read this, like even in the actual comic, let's look at it. See, there's the penny falling on him. I mean, it's just better. I hate to say it, but it's just better. This is just cooler. And the art and just the way it's done, like, it just feels scattered and, you know, decrepit, broken and done. And look how, like, actually beaten Batman looks here. He looks like nothing. Like a fly that smacked a window of a moving car. So the story kind of breaks here, and there's a pinup gallery, which is cool. More stuff. World's finest bigger dick contest, basically. The Bob Kane Batman taking a back-breaking to God, how the fuck did I just forget his name? Bill Finger. Sorry, Bill Finger. And I do enjoy some of these pinups, I should say. Here's the contributors of those pinups. And then this is the epilogue, which was pretty brilliant as well, because there's like these swithering visions of like what's going on here. It's like nightmare, and there's like an owl. It's kind of like a Rorschach test almost to see what's going on. Right here I kind of gathered that's the Joker. There's like a mouth, the crowbar getting hit, and then it's like Robin. Bruce is dreaming about Robin getting his ass kicked. You can't... What is this? Like, is that a face? Very, very cool stuff. And then we get to Bane's goons here. Some of them recognizable from actual Nightfall. And he just basically rubs it into his face that he's going to keep him alive to destroy Gotham and watch him take over his city. And he puts his hands on him and rests his coffee on his broken arm. The news lady from Dark Knight. I think it's Dark Knight. It might be year one. I can't remember. But you will watch as I torture an entire city to cause you pain you never knew you could feel. When you finally grasp the depths of your failure, I will annihilate Gotham. And when it is done, when your city is ashes, you have my permission to die. So, one of the best fan-made comics I've ever read in my life. Completely had me laughing, had me loving the art, had me everything. I highly recommend you go get this. Please let me know what you think. I'll leave a link below as to where you can pick this up. Thanks Ryan Alves for making this. Absolutely enjoyed it. Thanks everyone for watching. Some stuff's coming. Like I said, I'm going to fix the channel. I'm going to get a better camera. I'm going to do all sorts of things. And yeah, we'll be back with more content. Peace, guys.